Welcome to the Backpack Family YouTube channel. I am Jonathan, and in today's episode, Kelly, the kids, and I are heading ice fishing. We're going to connect with our new friend Charlie. He's going to show us how to saw through ice, set up an ice shanty, cook some delicious food, and if we're very lucky, we'll spearfish a pike. All right, everybody, it's going to be a great episode. Let's get started. All right, everyone, we just pulled into Big Lake. I want to introduce Charlie. Pleasure to meet you, Charlie.
Good morning to you.
Now, Charlie's a good friend of Alan's, and of course, you remember Alan from taking us out to the glacier. So a big shout out to Alan for connecting Charlie and I. We're very excited. Can you tell me a little bit about what today's going to look like, Charlie?
Today's going to look like we're going to pull some stuff out on the ice, set up basically a winter camp with a wood stove. We're going to have a lot of comfort out there. We're going to cut a big hole where we can see the fish.
Oh, that's going to be great.
And we're going to throw some spears at some fish.
I can't wait.
Primordial.
Yeah.
Primordial fun.
Yeah, let me introduce my son, Granite. Granite.
Oh, man. Granite, how are you doing, man?
Good. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Good to have young blood on this.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you for taking us out. This is going to be so fun.
You can't lose on the ice.
Charlie does have a YouTube channel himself. I'm going to link to that in the description, so check out his channel for sure.
No,
True Alaskan.
You're
Granite.
You're Granite.
Granite, and this is Cedar coming over.
Cedar, and then we have one more forest.
One more forest.
Perfect. Well, I'm going to start unloading stuff. This is really exciting because my first time doing this was maybe 5 years old with my dad.
Yep.
And it was so impressionable that here I am 63 years later, and it's still, I dream about fish through the ice in the summer even.
That's going to be great. Oh, I just can't wait.
It's huge. So we'll see how the kids like it.
Yeah.
Today it's a good day because it's not 50 below or something else, you know?
Yeah.
I'm very thankful it's not 50 below.
Oh, I was hoping to get some clouds, and that's okay because a lot of this stuff is going to fall out. We'll put it in the sled and kind of have ourselves a good go around. Here's our stove. I got to kind of lay things out to see how.
Yeah, sure. We also have some sleds too that we'll unpack as well, so we can load up however we want. So Charlie's getting that stuff out here,
Made it very quick.
and we'll start pulling our stuff out. Food bag. We do plan to like have a little picnic out there.
So what kind of fish are out there?
We got pike, we got char, burbot, rainbow trout. Will be mostly what we'll see today, and I don't see a lot of burbot, but yeah, last week I saw two.
Oh wow!
One was huge.
Yeah, I was gonna say burbots are pretty big, aren't they?
Yeah, they're pretty big. We can't spear those. You can only spear the pike, but you'll learn very quickly to look down and identify them.
Okay.
So it won't be like a guessing game. You'll get the hang of it really quickly.
Okay.
So hopefully they're running good. Last year, I was out here on my first day. I saw 13 and I got 8.
Oh my goodness!
So it can be really good. You know, we'll see. It's early in the year. We'll see how we do. I brought tuna today because my pike were freezer burned.
Oh no!
They're on the move so much. I opened them up this morning. I was gonna, bread them and put eggs and stuff in there.
Yeah.
To make burgers. I was like, oh man, too far,
Well,
this is tuna
I'm
steak.
sure the tuna came right out of the lake. So.
It did.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
perfect.
Only about 1,400 miles southwest of here.
It's like, hey, no, it's perfect. We also have grilled cheese. We have tomato soup. And a lot of random stuff and snacks.
Okay,
so
we'll
we should
just
get on the food front.
Okay, then we'll just make stuff as we want.
Yeah, it looks
I
great.
think we're almost scheduled for the exploratory ice sled.
Oh, this is going to be awesome. Yeah, so it looks like we're taking 3 total sleds out there today.
We're going to use the GPS to get to the waypoint where I put the house. There's a big basin out there. It's all 10 feet of water, but there's a bar, and then it gets down to about 20 feet, and there's a little, imagine a little hill under the water.
Okay.
We're going to be on the top of that. There's weeds. That's where the pike like to hide, and that's where the bait fish like to live. So we're going to be on the edge of those, and we're going to try to lure the pike out.
Okay.
So by trial and error, we found a place years ago that we always go to this time of year, and we have a waypoint for that. So we'll give it a try.
yeah.
So that thing's going to go kind of crazy till we move,
Okay.
and then we'll go down on the ice road, and then we're gonna take our own course. We're gonna take the path less traveled today.
Excellent. Even better.
And then the closer we get, the less.
Yeah, you can watch that. It's gonna be like witching for water. It's gonna start going crazy, right?
Cool. Yeah.
So then you know.
You
And
know
maybe,
where
who
they're-
knows, maybe there's fish in it that make that needle move around
Yeah.
too, huh? Today is a three-finger pull. Pretty easy going.
Nice.
All right, we are definitely On the ice now. Check that out. So how great is this, Kelly?
This is awesome.
This is awesome.
I'm so excited.
Yeah.
There's always this thing like we have to get up early and it's dark and you have to load everything in the dark and get ready in the car, and it's just like, oh, why are we doing it so early in the morning? And then I never regret an adventure. So
Oh, yeah.
that's why you do it.
And plus, early darkness, it's like 9 a.m. It's not like mega early, but it
That's
feels like it.
It just feels like we're still adjusting to all this light and darkness right now, and it's like, it's kind of crazy. It's hard to like get motivated in the dark in the morning.
Yeah, yeah.
But, it's really not that late, or not that early.
Yeah, not that
it feels
early.
like it.
But check out this rig, man. This is great. Forrest, how you doing over there?
Well, once you get out there, you'll have your own little area.
I did not check this. Is it a lake?
We're on a lake. We're literally out walking on water right now.
Yeah. I did not check this lake to be this big.
It's so big.
Yeah.
And just think of, I mean, if we are so lucky, we're gonna spear fish.
Yeah.
Are you pretty pumped for that?
Yeah.
Yeah, should be good. So Charlie, I want to really thank you for taking the time to show us the ropes and take us out here. This is awesome already.
Yeah, it's something especially with young kids, it's like we have the chance to give them a legacy of outdoor stuff,
Oh, absolutely.
The more you expose them to, at this age, the more they have just good stuff to
Yeah,
do.
I couldn't agree more. And so, I don't know if Alan told you any of our backstory, but my wife and I, so we lived in Alaska for 9 years.
Uh-huh.
However, we left when Granite was 3
Oh, wow.
and Cedar was 1,
Uh-huh.
and that's when we moved to India.
Oh,
So
my
we were in
gosh.
India for about 2 years, then Dubai for 3 years,
Yay.
and Indonesia for the last 4. But as you're getting older, we thought this was really the perfect opportunity to have them kind of come back and start growing the Alaska roots. And these kind of opportunities, the outdoor adventure, the connection to Alaska, yeah, this is what it's all about and why we're back.
Yeah. Well, I think you can be from Alaska and fit in pretty well anywhere in the world.
Pretty much.
People from around the world tell me this. So that's what I'm going on.
Yeah, well, they're not wrong, that's for sure.
So maybe here, and maybe here, just shovel that off. Just throw the snow as far as you can. I usually have a bigger shovel, but there's not much snow this year. One. Go to here.
Yes.
Here.
Looks legit.
Looks like we're gonna be fishing today.
Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah. Oh man, I've never gone spearfishing in my life.
No, I have been ice fishing when I was in Wisconsin, when I was in college,
Yeah.
at the university. That was my first experience with ice fishing and getting out on the ice and
slush out of here.
as a young 18-year-old. But I haven't done it really since then. I think we did a little bit in Alaska, but just tiny little
Oh yeah,
pieces.
little lake kind of small fishing, but
Nothing like this.
nothing like what we're about to
Yeah.
experience. All right, so what are we looking at here, Charlie?
This is I think it's called a Swedish saw by some folks, but it's an ice saw. And there is an amazing efficiency to this. And I've had it for about maybe 6-7 years. And it's how I cut these big holes. And I can go sometimes until late February. And then the ice is actually this deep.
Oh, wow.
You still can do it, but you're looking through a tunnel then to do the fishing.
Right.
As you wrap it up then. So
Yeah, I bet.
here's how they work. You just put them in here. And when you finish up, you don't want to be standing here.
Yeah, good call.
Okay.
Good call.
You kind of half throw it like a lance. And just kind of connect the dots. There. Not a lot of ice here, or I wouldn't be where I am already. There's a theory to this.
Okay.
You start early in the year, and as the ice gets thicker, you're getting in shape.
Oh, yeah.
By
Okay.
spring, by February, you're walking around like an ape from cutting these holes.
Like that.
Well, you make it look easy.
Like butter.
Right? It's got a real kind of a feel to it.
Yeah.
I'll get you started.
Okay. I don't know if I'm starting.
And the tendency is to fight it, you know?
Okay.
But just let it kind of do its own work.
All right.
And you can stand on there. We're
Okay. We're okay
no,
still?
we're gonna totally get the very last cut. You're good.
All right. Here we go.
Here we go.
Hold on. Wait.
Oh, you're moving it.
He sure is. Some people use chainsaws.
Yeah.
My brother has a pretty good setup with a chainsaw. Well, it looks like you're right on target to connect that dot too.
I'm hoping.
Oh, you're there, man. Looking good.
Come on.
You're almost there.
That was perfect.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I need that workout.
Is it aerobic?
Yeah.
Surprisingly, huh?
It warmed me up a little bit.
Oh yeah. I was out here last year,
Yeah.
37 below.
Oh.
37 below.
Yeah, and you know, it's like I felt very grateful to have a hole to catch.
Yep.
You know, and then it was like all hands on deck to get the fish outs up.
Yeah, get your rhythm.
Yeah, and then I'm not doing, if it's deeper ice, I'm a little more attentive to form.
Yeah.
There's a form in everything.
Yeah.
So the dance is this. You get a lot more force.
Yep.
There we go.
Okay.
Wow.
So that's that.
Cool. Wow.
Now,
That makes our
Yep.
saw look tiny.
well, that's kind of wild, huh? What I want to do, I come out here alone. I do a lot of things alone. And there's always the potential to fall in that hole.
Yeah.
And I have never fallen in one that big, but I've fallen through the ice. And even if you kick with the swim steps,
Oh yeah.
it's hard to get out. So I safety myself off. Now this will be laying near the hole to pull yourself out.
So smart.
The other thing you can do, if it's really cold and you fall in, it's wet, and you've got clothing on, you lay it out on the ice so it freezes down a little.
Yep.
You will, just in seconds, you'll have some grip.
Okay.
That'll help you get out too. And then
Yeah.
remember the kick swim, you know, your steps. So I'm gonna go about here. Get this thing going. Yeah, it's a good kind of a whole body exercise doing this for me.
Yeah. I think this is the kind of exercise that I would like.
Yeah.
Better than a treadmill.
Beats a treadmill.
I mean, you're out
You
there,
know,
you're screwing things in, you're sawing, you're.
I mean, my horizon that I'm afraid to mess with is to do the plunge in there.
Oh,
People are doing it, and I know there's probably some health benefits. I put the opening away from the hole so that it won't slip out if you need
Yeah.
to pull yourself.
Yeah.
So there's our safety.
That's awesome.
And that just lays there, and that's, you know, you got lots of pulling power there. I used to have hand, like loops and everything, but I just think that that's just a little added precaution. So now that's very heavy. So what we're going to do with that is
This is great.
3 places.
Okay. Good question. Get her. Ready to help you. Oh, nice.
Okay.
guys remember seeing the ice pinchers in the kind of the beginning of Frozen? Yeah. Frozen 1?
Oh yeah,
Where they're
yeah,
cutting the ice.
Oh, I saw that and I went, that was like, this isn't a kid's movie anymore, right?
I'm all in.
These guys know.
Wow.
So how much have we got there, guys?
Oh.
Only 11.
Okay.
It's 11. I won't drive on that. This is very rotten. The lake was open.
Yep.
It snowed 14 inches here. And so the lake was black.
Oh.
And there's 14 inches of snow on the parking lot. So we didn't, 2 weeks ago I was here. It only had 1 inch of good ice. Last weekend I was to here. So we made 2 inches in the week.
Okay.
So.
You can see the ribs.
yeah,
All the layers.
Yep, you can kind of tell the story of how your freeze up went.
Yeah. And then that frosty top layer is just the snow on
That
top,
was
or-
wet snow that laid on top like a sponge.
Okay.
So this lake was probably the same color
Yeah.
and got real beautiful and dark. And then what happened was that froze over and there's a whole lot of oxygen in snow ice. So that's all very oxygenated. And
Yeah.
like I've done things like if you drive a screw in there, it's funny, you heard that ice cracking with the screw?
Yeah. Yep.
Kind of weak there, it was splitting away. We finally got into some black stuff. So we call it black ice.
That
It's
hard.
clear ice because ideally when the lake freezes up,
It will look that.
it's just black.
Yeah.
And it's scary, there's big cracks in it. And you drive a car out here and it cracks ahead of you and you go, oh my gosh. You know? And right then and there, you know how your cardio is. Now sometimes I put a screw in these and freeze them up and that's what I hold the house down in the wind with.
Oh.
Today is kind of our day. It does get,
How heavy is that ice?
oh I don't know, try one.
Okay. I can pick it up, but I don't know.
Yeah, and we used to take only 2 swipes,
Wanna
but
try?
somewhere along the line, it either evolved or got weaker.
Can't get it.
Yeah, try to pick that up. We'll get most of it off.
I'll use that.
So that came out to be a really good shape. It doesn't have any weird anomalies to it. And you can't see down there yet, but when we put a dark fish house over there,
See it.
the outside world is going to be inherently brighter than where we're staying. And so we're going to actually have light coming through.
That's cool.
And to help that, I'll shovel a little more out here so we have a little more clear ice with not too much snow. That'll make it brighter down there. And I have a skimmer for the final cleanup. It's kind of easier at this stage. Now, some places on this lake, I don't know how they do it, but muskrats very quickly will find out this is a breathing stop.
Oh.
And you'll be sitting there, like especially over by that island, and those, all of a sudden you got a visitor. And
Oh,
they're
wow.
all full of silver bubbles in their hair when they come up. They scare you at first, but then they're recurrent. They'll come back 5-6 times during a morning.
Does that ever like happen to you?
Oh, many.
Many?
Yep, many. Not here. I think I'm too far from that shore, but I would dare say if we were half again closer, we'd have little visitors.
That's wow.
Yeah, they like that. They find it right away too.
Hey, Granite, what do you got going on here?
I'm just putting snow on the outside the tent so that no daylight gets in.
Oh, okay. Because you need it dark in there.
Yeah, for the thing. But yeah. So I'm just gonna do it all the way around.
Okay, so you're basically loading the snow skirt with snow.
Yeah.
Perfect. Oh, I see.
Yeah. The snow is so dry
Yeah.
that it's just so light and fluffy. We're just giving it a nice layer so the no light.
So eggnog season.
Oh, yeah.
It has
all about
there's
it.
a beautiful byproduct that goes with that all.
Yep, yep. You know, last year I made homemade eggnog for the first time.
Oh,
it was
really?
Delicious.
I've
yeah.
done it. I get too lazy.
It's just eggs and sugar, and
Yep.
it's not hard.
Whip it up, and
Yeah,
there
whip
you
it
go. Sometimes, if it's 20 below, I do this at home
Yeah.
and pack the wood in there. So then I'll do my pipe together, and because you get out a little bit of finger glove
Oh,
time
sure.
and hit 30 below.
Sure, sure.
And it's like, oh,
It's gonna take long before you're really hurting there.
it does it. And you got to put them in here. You got to do this and warm them up. So we'll get this baby kind of kindled up, and I'll put the pipe together.
Yep.
We'll set it in there. You can find the stuff too.
Now, for your hole, did you cut that yourself?
Yes.
Okay.
They don't come with that. They're usually people use various propane devices.
Yeah, buddy heaters and whatnot.
But my brothers and I've all gotten really sick. You know, we're in here a lot. Like
Yeah.
you go in here from 10 o'clock till 4 at night or something,
Yeah.
or 4 in the afternoon to 6 hours of exposure. And we got home one night, and he texted me at about 10 o'clock. He said, hey, did you take like a big nap when you got home? I said, yeah, and my head was just splitting. He said, me too. Is that dang heater? So we thought, well,
I never would have thought of that.
yeah, it was not functioning right.
Yeah, this is much better.
And then they're always running out with the little green bottles.
Yes.
But
yes.
now he's got a diesel heater that is for like for boats,
Okay.
and he has a battery and a diesel tank, and it blows warm air.
So basically the heater's out here, and then
Yep.
he's got it piped
Yep,
in.
he's got a duct that goes in, and they come with like pre-ripped or holes in them. The
Okay, for
dual
those kind of diesel
electric
heaters.
lights. You can put cords through there, whatever you'd like to do. This is probably volatile enough for right now. We'll just kind of leave that there. Now, it's the toughest, but then I build the rest of them out here and shove them down through.
Okay.
Now let's see how we do here. We can get it going. Sometimes what happens is I pack too much stuff in there, and
It's a
actually
great stove.
well, it's just
I love that glass.
yeah. We had the titanium one that came with the teepee,
Yep.
but it warped, and then what happens? The sides would cave in and make a crack, so it could get a lot of air.
Yeah.
Then it would run out. It's all red hot or nothing. Red hot or nothing. So I saw these on Instagram, and we were going to go up to the Arctic caribou hunting, and my wife and I looked at it and we said, you know, this is probably a better thing, especially for taking a truck up the haul road. We can
Yeah.
haul, you know, wood, and we're going to haul stuff. Let's get one of these. And oh my gosh, the hours on this thing. Oh gosh, how many days on the ice, and then how many days in camps. Just been incredible, you know.
Yeah.
It's not like you spend a little bit more money, but I don't have cable, I don't have a TV. I don't have-
Right.
you
Yeah.
know, it's like, it's amazing if you live a lifestyle and you do this and don't do that, how,
Yeah. Yes.
you
Yes.
know, and this is like my big screen, so there we
Yeah.
are. That's
Yes.
We'll be
That's a
watching,
very nice big screen.
unlimited TV today.
Hopefully we can find an action movie.
Oh, we want the A-roll, yeah.
That's right.
Totally want the A-roll. We'll get it. We'll get it. There'll be stuff, I think. It's early in the year. Well, now, while that kind of revs up, I need to get the decoy that we're going to track the fish with strung up in here. And I'll show
Okay.
you. That's kind of an interesting little adaptive process. This is pretty cool because my brother built the spear, and we'll talk about that, but he also makes decoys.
That's cool.
And this is for commercial fishing. You mend the net, but this, I'll show you how it works. It's really nice to have for measuring the depth.
Okay.
So I'll show you a couple tricks
yeah.
that we've learned over the years. So what I'm going to do is just spool this out, and you fish various depths in the lake, but the one thing that never really changes is about how far you can throw that spear.
Okay.
And you'll see I made a splice in the line here.
Yep.
Now I'm going to an opaque line, which I don't really want the fish to see, but this stays above water, and this is my indicator. You know, we're going to want to be, and I'm going to get it out of there in case the fish will come and tear it off.
Oh, yeah.
So we're going to go, we know we're going to be about like that.
Okay.
So I'll just get that guy out of there so he's safe. Ooh, scary, huh? Oh man, we have been on lakes where we goofed around, all of a sudden the line's going like, what? And then it must have been a big fish hit it, right?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it went under that. So like, oh wait, there's something.
So then I go over here, and this is kind of my setup here, is I just put it in here.
Yeah, this is really cool.
Isn't this great?
It's pretty
This is
fun.
awesome. And catching a fish is just icing on top of the cake. Just
really
being out
is.
here experiencing the process is awesome.
I'm already having fun and we haven't even gone fishing.
Oh, it'll get. I hope they're really, you know. Some days nothing. Some days you sit out here and you spend your hours, but it's always never seems like a waste, you know.
Yeah.
Always never. But yeah, pretty cool. So then, what we can do is we'll figure out. I want you guys. I have speared so many pike in my life. I want you guys to throw. I'll give you a little lesson in how to do that.
Yeah, I want.
And then we're gonna set you up, and I'll just kind of hover.
Just to see.
Coach if I need to, but let's see for once though, just for the jollies, where this hangs. I like it to be in the center of the.
I like how it kind of glows.
Oh, it glides. We're gonna have some fun driving it around.
Oh yeah, that does
I want
go.
to see where it comes in. Looks like I can go this way with it. Well, this is a spear that my brother built, one of probably about 6 or 7, and you can buy spears, and we've had them, but some of them don't hold fish as good. Some hold fish better, but there's a compromise, and I'll show you that here in a second. We use like, I think this is actually climbing cord accessory. Paracord will work, but we like the accessory cords a little tougher, so I think this is 4 or 5 millimeter.
Okay.
And we got enough that we can go down to about 20 feet of water. We're going to tie that to the fish house over kind of behind where your dad is, but we'll get to that. So here's what he built.
Wow.
And this is really probably the best. It's got enough ease of penetration, but he didn't go overly crazy in bending out the barbs. So this allows it to go through a big fish, you know, and to go all the way through, yet has enough barb to retain the fish. So what we're going to try to do is hit him kind of right behind the head. There's, if you think of how a fish swims, it bends a certain way, but if you're here, there's just a and then if you actually hit the spine with one of these, it stones the fish, and they're just like that, and they come up. So, but he painted that, and then also, you can't see him, but he put little glow-in-the-dark spots, and we charge them up. Sometimes we spear so early in the morning, and we want to have these 2 little index dots, and we throw. All you'll see is the fins. So another thing, never happened yet, but earthquakes. What if you're out here and you have a dandy?
Wow.
And I used to carry 160 feet of climbing rope, but then I didn't have it anchored to anything, so what are you going to do?
Right.
So I have knives that I can turn backwards and claw my way. I mean, we would figure something out. A lot of this junk will float.
Yeah.
But it's something to think about. They have some dandies here in Alaska, and so it's like enough time out of the ice, invariably I'm going to have that happen.
Because a couple Decembers ago, there was that huge earthquake, right?
That was 2018.
2018.
I was in town. That was November 30th, so.
But if you had happened to be on the ice, because that would be
I
a normal
know.
time to be on the ice, right?
Oh, I never found out if anybody was out here then. I think people just weren't fishing. So I'm going to test this just to kind of make sure everything's there. With my archer gear, I really test a lot. So this is actually going to camp out over where you are for the moment.
Okay, okay.
And we're going to get this place warmed up. There. And I'm going to use a highway hitch to put this on here so we can quick detach it if we need to go outside with a really big fish. So here's that knot. We'll go.
That way the fish doesn't take it away.
Exactly. We get a big one, it's going to take this thing for a ride,
Yeah.
you know, and so we're going to go, wow. So that's set up.
All right, let's get into the point now where we are going to start zipping up the fish house.
Yeah, he was definitely getting in bite mode when they start doing that dash by thing. And they're probably going to, about 10 more swipes though. They kind of build up to it and then they hook up.
Okay, so it is time for hot chocolate and hot drinks, right?
Yeah.
I think you guys Forrest and Cedar are gonna have hot chocolate. Granite wants tea. I brought some delicious cinnamon apple spice tea for him. And I think the rest of us might get some coffee today. So we're gonna get this started. I'm trying to warm up the isobutane in my jacket. And then I got my trusty old jet boil here. And we're just gonna do it right here in the sled. I think you're gonna be okay. Oh man, I don't know if the GoPro can pick this up, but actually my water's starting to freeze in my little mini Nalgene. Can you see that?
Oh, wow, yeah.
So probably good just to heat it up and drink it. Oh, it's perfect amount too. I do love this. This little mini is like the perfect size. Look at that.
Whoa.
Now you might be able to see it even better if the sun, I don't know if the light's coming through. Yeah, it's frozen, so that's good. My hands are cold, but they're still moving. My fingertips are starting to burn a little bit
Burn.
on my thumbs. Yeah, for some reason my thumbs. Oh, there's all my spoons I was looking for. My thumbs get really cold really fast, like underneath the thumbnail. We're lucky there's no wind out here today, so
no powder will go flying.
yeah, none of our stuff's gonna go flying on us. But hold on, I gotta get my thumbs warmed up for a minute. Yeah, if you can just pour those, get the hot chocolate ready ahead of time. All right.
All right, then put the spoon in.
Yep. All right, one hot chocolate ready. I'm not a big fan of drinking hot chocolate, but I do love the smell of it. It smells good. It's so cold that we brought
The
marshmallows. Yeah, you want to talk about the marshmallows?
Yeah, like, so I had one marshmallow, and like they're frozen. Like you
Yeah.
take a bite of it, and it like it's hard.
Yeah, it's like,
But it honestly tastes more.
it's not as squishy. It's like super, I don't know, dry. It's not frozen like it's been in the freezer, but it's like
Yeah.
not flexible.
I feel like the
Okay.
freezing one tastes better than the actual normal one.
Oh, they get, if you do freeze them, they get a little crunchy, I think.
Yeah.
I brought our dates, and when they get cold, I bet they're a little bit chewier. Probably pretty good. Let's just try these out here on the ice. This is my favorite, like, high energy food. I haven't done a lot of big long races, but I did do some races when we lived in India and Dubai, and this was my go-to re-energy food. So if I was running a big race and needed to refuel, my body preferred these over like the gels or the gel cubes and stuff, because they don't know, they give me like a heartburn or something. But these, a lot of energy packed into a little bite.
Are there seeds?
No seeds.
Oh yeah.
They're pretty good.
Oh, he's angry with it. Look at, he's on the string.
Wow.
I'll get this out of there so he comes in on the decoy, then he won't get hooked up.
Cool. No, just a char.
Charlie John.
He was
Oh,
kind of,
it's here, it's here, it's here.
comes.
Oh, look at that guy.
Try to bring him right up here.
Oh, that'd be a great fish if you could spear it. That's nice sized.
Yeah.
It's a pretty big boy.
Yeah, that was
Or
pretty
girl,
good.
whatever it might be. Come on back now. Well, we're kind of getting a show today. We're not getting what we came for maybe yet. But
We
saw
salmon,
that's a big char.
char.
I didn't see a jar before.
No, I never saw it.
Ooh-wee. All right, taking a break from inside the tent. We're going to start thinking about food. Now, we brought a lot of snacks. We actually have the tuna that Charlie brought, so we're going to fry some of that up over the wood stove. But man, is it just gorgeous. You can see like guys driving their trucks out there. I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, at least 9 or 10 very similar setups to Charlie's. There's a guy with like kind of a wooden shack right there. So all types of people out here fishing. We've seen great fish. It's just so dark in there with the GoPro that it's hard to film any of it. But the plan is if Granite or Cedar or somebody spear fishes one of those pike, then we're going to open up the windows and illuminate, then we can grab the camera. But bit slow going with seeing any of those, but we did see salmon. Granite, Cedar, what all did we see? We saw the salmon.
We saw rainbow trout. We saw the
Burbot.
The kraut.
Was that a burbot? What was that orange one?
No, it wasn't a burbot. It was
Char.
char. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw the char, yeah. So they're definitely swimming around. We're just waiting for the right fish. But either way, I'm going to start shuttling food in and we'll start thinking about lunch. Time check, it's about 1 o'clock right now. And Charlie, where'd this fish come from?
This fish came from the west coast, maybe between here and American Samoa. They're troll-caught albacore. These were the fish you typically buy in a restaurant for an hors d'oeuvre,
Yeah,
seared ahi.
right.
Well, when COVID happened, the restaurant shut down. This stuff started showing up at Costco and Three Bears. And so I knew what it was, and I bought a freezer full of it.
Oh yeah, smart.
And,
Oh, it looks beautiful.
And the thing about it is it's a real rich red-meated tuna. And so I take it out over campfires and stuff a lot. If you want a really quick protein, it's just a great way to go. And I make it with a little bit of basil or a little oregano, a little bit of salt, and that's about it.
Yeah,
You
perfect.
can put steak sauce on there. You can put on shrimp sauce. But we'll get it going here.
Yeah, right on that wood stove. I mean, that's going to be...
Yeah, we'll kick it up a bit. I might have to open some windows in here to keep it from getting too crazy with the temperature, but oh no, it's going to smell good. We'll probably get neighbors coming over,
I bet.
you know.
Well, there's quite a few tents. I saw at least like 10, 12 tents out there.
Yep, and a lot of those folks are targeting char, probably like the one we saw. Some of them are spearing, and you don't know until they're gone if you see the size of the hole they had.
Right, okay.
Mm-hmm. Nice to cook out here again.
Like street
Yeah.
Smells like some street food from the Philippines.
Mm-hmm.
Like grilled squid.
This is a kind of like the best outdoor over fire type of stuff ever.
This is gourmet.
It really is. I mean, the cut of fish that this is and how it landed in our hands as like wholesale buyers, or what do you call it, retail customers. And I'm sure, you know, if you go down to Seattle or someplace, you can get a plate of this. But and they tend to just blast it real hot and leave it pink in the middle.
Okay,
Yep.
yep.
This will be a little better.
Yeah.
You know, how raw do you all like it?
As raw as you're comfortable doing it, we'll eat it.
Oh gosh, okay. We'll be done soon. We'll get the plates ready.
Cool. Yeah, it smells so good.
Ah,
Yeah, that looks
it's
awesome.
and here you go.
Oh, thank
Here
you.
you go. You might even be able to do it with your fingers already. That's kind of how I do it, or I just poke a knife into it.
Yeah, the fisher lady gets to go first because she's
Yes.
doing the hard job.
Okay. You get her fed so she's got the strength. Here you go.
Thank you. Oh,
There you
that
go.
smells so good.
Forrest, you want a little econ? Yeah, okay.
But I just want to eat salmon.
You want to eat some salmon? Well, this I think you're gonna like just as well.
Yeah, you might. There you go. I'm gonna put this right there.
Oh, that's
you
good.
can have
You know
it
what
with
you
your
do?
pretzels.
Yeah. Oh, that's actually a good combo. Salty and fishy. Yum yum. Such a
Oh,
nice
there's
over there. Right?
That's good.
Yeah.
There's like so many flavors just at once. But yeah, it's really good.
Pretty good for out in
Like
the woods.
salty,
Yeah.
peppery.
Yeah. I like it even better
It's
than
really
like,
good,
like
yeah.
somebody used to cook up a ribeye
Tuna,
on the grill
right?
and then put it in foil and bring it out and warm it up. But I like this better than like a steak even, you know.
Yeah. It's like so good.
The seasonings make it almost smell like a sausage.
Jump in
Yeah,
there.
it's just salt and basil. I didn't use any steak sauce.
Ooh,
or
yeah.
anything.
It just kind of like falls right apart as you're eating it. Delicious.
Oh, there's
Then
a
these.
fish. There's a fish. I saw a fish.
Okay, maybe we should shut the little.
Yeah. Let's. Wanna pull this curtain?
Yeah, let your decoy down. We're gonna get this out of here. We got to get him up where you can shoot at him. Cedar, you just keep working it, just little like that.
I don't know if you can see,
They'll
but
come
there's a pike.
Yeah,
It's
we
gotta
got,
be
we
patient.
got a pike. We got a
Might
pike.
have to do the phone to get him. That's a nice fish.
Yeah, actually, you want to switch the phone? Or Charlie, you want to? Or I can take your phone, Charlie.
I got it.
Okay.
He's coming up.
He's a real tame fish. Let's see. Okay.
Yes, Granite, your instinct is right. You want to go
Yeah.
wide on that
Mhm.
fish.
Yeah, yeah.
He'll be back. It's a nice fish. Okay, now go all the way down with your bait. He's a little shy, but he'll be back for sure. Now, Granite, you can do this trick right now. If you have a fish there, just stick it right there.
Okay.
It's kind of nice because you won't bring your spear across the hole and make more motion. You're going to be like set really well to, you know what I mean, to make your shot.
All right, everybody. It's about 3:30. You can see the sun's already starting to wane. There's still some people out here fishing. We're going to give it another half an hour or so before it's going to be pretty dark and we're going to have to pack up. We haven't caught any pike yet, but man, have we seen a variety of fish. It's been a lot of fun. And check this out. You think we have just a pile of coats here. Look way in here. Yeah, Forrest has been conked out for about 20 minutes just catching some Z's. So either way, I'm going to head back in, give another half an hour. Man, we really want to see that pike. We did see a pike, but it was just too deep to spear for us. We were trying to like bring it up, but it just kind of swam off. So we got half an hour more. All right, well, we are pulling up lines. It's about 4 o'clock. Saw a lot of fish, but weren't able to connect. So we're already planning the next trip out, but we'll show you the cleanup process. All right, so basically we just reloaded the hole with the ice chunks that Charlie cut this morning. So restuffed it. The tree branch is to basically let other people know that there was a cut here so no one kind of skis over it or, you know, hits those shards or whatever. So we're going to break down the hut next, but we're basically in the process of repacking.
Punch them in.
Boy, that is just fast, huh? Whoever came up with the design nailed it, huh?
Oh, it's crazy.
Get it all flat.
Got all the little hubs like that.
Put it over like a taco.
Yeah, these are taco.
Hey, Charlie, a big thank you.
Thank you,
really
guys, man.
appreciate it. It's great.
Thanks, Charlie.
Yeah, meeting you, and I look forward to more opportunities.
Yeah, oh, for sure,
Yeah.
man. That's what we do. So,
Any reason or excuse to get outdoors,
no,
we want to.
we'll go tracking and trapping and camping and
Oh, it's going to be great.
all the winter things. You guys, hogs, man. We'll have the sequel next week or whatever.
Yeah, hopefully next
Our
week.
little
And
mascot
look at that
there.
sunset.
Yeah, yeah.
These kids were troopers, huh?
Oh, they hung in there. Yeah, they got the sun going down, packed out, but really, yeah, we're doing it again for
Yeah,
sure.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Okay.
I'll let you know if I have to go down to the peninsula on
Part 2.
Part 2 coming up. Yeah, like we said, catching the fish is really just the icing on the cake of the experience. But we are talking about getting another shot, and if we can get back out here, I'm going to tack it onto this video right now. And if not, we'll see you guys in the next episode.